Live from National Lottery HQ now on this Saturday the 16th of May with your weekend host, Scott Mills.
Thank you very much, Alan. Good evening and welcome to Lottery HQ on this very exciting Eurovision night. Coming up this evening, we've got the Thunderball, Dream Number and Lotto draws. Plus, very soon, I'll be joined by Dragon's Den star Duncan Bannatyne. But before we meet him, let's remind ourselves why you should never disagree with this straight-talking dragon.
There is a gap in the market for a product like this, but I don't think that there's a market in the gap.
Everybody agrees that it's a nice product, but it is not quite good enough to sell.
I disagree with what you just said,
Okay,
totally.
I wish you wouldn't disagree with me because you can't sell it, and that's why it's not a business, and I'm out.
Right, we might be out of that deal, but he's here live with us tonight at Lottery HQ. Duncan, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Now, we've just seen you there in full force, if you like, on Dragon's Den. Is there any inventions that you've kind of not backed over the years and wished you had in hindsight?
Yeah, there was one. It was a little suitcase on wheels, and children sit on it. And I thought, if my children sit on it, I have to pull them about. So I didn't invest in this. Called Trunki. But Rob Lowe was a managing director, and he had me talking about it after, and he sent me one. But it's called the T out, but a D, and it's called the Donkey. Yeah.
Did you ever imagine the UK would have so many budding entrepreneurs?
Well, you know, when I was in my mid-30s and I was penniless, just starting a business, I didn't even know what an entrepreneur was. It's taken me a while to learn. But it's great to see so many now. They're all coming out of the woodwork now, and it's great because, you know, it's entrepreneurs that will bring this country out of the problem it's in, not politicians.
Now listen, let's talk about your new book, which is called How to Be Smart with Your Money. There it is there. Did the current economic climate at the moment inspire you to write this?
Yeah, well, I started thinking about a year ago when I was doing public speaking and people started to ask me questions, and I was starting to think, well, people really didn't understand the concept of money, you know, and I started to write some things down as the answers, and it sort of developed into the book, and now it's just actually came out at the right time, you know. I
need to ask you, have you always been smart with your cash, Duncan?
I haven't, no, I mean, as I say, I was penniless in my mid-30s, and then I just started to go into business, and I found I enjoyed business so much that it just created wealth, and it was great.
And any advice, finally, for anyone that's going to win big on the lottery tonight?
Well, I think the main thing is to take your time. You don't have to invest all the money tomorrow. You don't have to spend it all tomorrow. Take your time, think about it. Think about what you really want to do. You know, I mean, family is more important than money. So think about that carefully.
All right, well, Duncan, thank you very much for joining us here at Lottery HQ. Don't go anywhere. He's about to start tonight's big lotto draw with us in just a moment. But before that, I reckon we should get stuck into the first live draw of the night. It is, of course, Thunderball.